Hello dear friends, this is Luke from Be Successful, welcoming you back to a new Crypto Sunday episode. We see you every week and discuss the main financial events that have taken place recently. And today it is time to discuss the predictions of the famous Elon Musk and the economic hurricane predicted for the next period. Before we move on, I have to thank paying members to this channel, without whom we would not be able to get through this difficult period, and to whom we always offer videos 24 hours in advance. If you find valuable information in this clip, and you want to support our channel and work, you can choose to become a full paying member for only a few dollars. Do this only if you feel like you have received value following our work. We will go into more detail immediately after the intro. As I was saying, your friend Elon Musk made a very interesting statement these days. He said he has a bad feeling about the economy for the next period, and for that reason, he would lay off 10% of Tesla staff. You'll find out if Elon Musk, who is a genius, has to lay off staff at Tesla, how companies that don't have skilled and visionary managers will do. A period of great turbulence in the economy awaits us the next 2 to 3 years, and even if Elon Musk is somewhere detached and far away in another world, we will find these words on our skin. We are no longer talking about the crisis that will follow because we are already in a crisis. Now we are talking about a recession that will follow, and we hope it will not be a depression like in the 1930s or even worse. The forecasts are bleak, and we hope that the way out of this crisis will not be the same as in all great crises, namely, an extended war. I recommend you not be fooled by the technical rebound that has taken place lately, and not to place high hopes on this small rise in stock markets and the crypto market. In no case was this the bottom line, and more secure than that, it is not now going up to a new all-time high. I suggest that you stay modest in the next period and keep calm, not to be fooled by small growths and buy assets for fear you will not catch the growth. Try to avoid FOMO, fear of missing out, and try not to block all your money so that if the market falls even lower, you can accumulate at those prices. Since you never know where the bottom of the collapse wave is or the top of a rise, I recommend that the entrances to the market be made in staggered decreases, but also the exits to be made in staggered ascent. It is a more boring time to do when we don't have so much activity. There are fewer new project launches, fewer crypto or investment events, but don't forget that even in this free time you have now, you can invest very efficiently. You can finally make time to go to the course you wanted to go to, read a book you've never had time for, or even learn by watching videos on YouTube on your favorite channel of financial development, but also anything on another channel that gives you useful information. I really challenge you to look for other Be Successful accounts on social media and to give us a follow there too, because it helps us enormously in development. Please tell me in the comments which platform you saw us for the first time and which platform you would like to see that we are not present on yet. If we take a look at what the crypto market looks like today, we can see the index of fear and greed for Bitcoin at the value of 10 points. This is a critical point that has been repeated only a few times in the history of this index and shows us a feeling of extreme fear in the market. As you know, bloody streets are the best time to invest. This expression has nothing to do with real blood, but refers to those times when the markets are red. A lot of money can be made during periods of economic growth, but huge fortunes are made in crises. But be very careful what you invest in, because not all projects will exist in the next growth cycle if we talk about cryptocurrencies. For this accumulation period, I recommend you invest predominantly in projects that have their own blockchain and build something serious and visible. I still think that the hard core of the crypto portfolio should be composed of Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, eGold, even Solana with their overload problems. And besides these, you can accumulate various projects that build something concrete, even if they don't have their own network, but you need to allocate a much smaller percentage of that portfolio to the latter. In terms of the stock portfolio, it's very important that it contains companies that solve problems that remain topical and that we face today. As in any other crises, many companies will disappear from the top, and others will even go bankrupt. The least polluting or even electric cars are definitely the future. We all need food, the same energy, clothes, and shoes as well as construction materials will always be needed, as long as we have a roof over our heads. These are the main industries that you need to have in your portfolio, and they start from the basic needs of humans. It is true that we also need streaming products, virtual glasses, and metaverse projects, but these are of no value as long as there are a lack of food or fuel. Be careful where you put your money, because it's harder earning it than it is to keep it. The real challenge is to consolidate your wealth in the long run and not be affected by inflation, wars, crises, and all the misfortunes that have been happening to our planet forever and will continue to happen for many hundreds of years to come. Regarding what I said in the last episode, I maintain the opinion that the dollar will continue to appreciate against the euro, so that from autumn the trend will be reversed and we'll see again a euro that will start to gain ground. Cereals have fallen slightly in the stock market due to June production, and no matter how large the crops, farmers do not have the storage space, so they will have to sell them as much as they are willing to buy the big cereal cartels that operate worldwide. And this will cause a short-term collapse of wheat, and as soon as they have collected all the wheat from the market, it will start to grow to the stars, and by autumn we will see the wheat at 2,000 compared to 1,000 as it is now. If you see wheat at a price of less than 1,000, buy it with confidence. You will surely make a profit with it. Gold is also declining, with signs that it is starting to sell. And this shows that people see the end of the crises far away, and there's a good chance that Putin has sold massive amounts of gold to finance his invasion of Ukraine. Of course, these things will be in 1 to 2 years, but it will be too late to count for retail. Tell me in the comments what financial assets you want to analyze in the next video, maybe even real estate. Perhaps next time you still don't buy real estate. On the contrary, if you don't know when to sell, now is the time, and next time I'll tell you why. Don't forget to keep a close eye on what Elrond is revealing, because it's great. The team is building at an unrealistic pace, and the daily work of the 100 professionals is bearing fruit. They have created an incredible system in which you can get passive income, and thanks to the launch of this Maiar exchange, many people have managed to achieve financial independence. Be sure that you get at least a small part of the success, exposing yourself with a little e-gold in your portfolio, but also MEX in equal measure. Thank you for staying with me until the end, and for that I have to tell you a little trick. Pay attention to the next video on the channel, because in that video there will be a quiz with 3 simple questions, after which we will offer $500 prizes to the first 10 people who answer correctly. So don't forget to turn on the bell and make sure you get a notification when this video appears. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I invite you to subscribe so you don't miss the next videos full of valuable information. Like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and send it to a friend who you think should know this information. Until next time, take care of your money.